hi.
Hey, Jill, how's it going? I'm really excited to be covering better players until I get to play.
Here is a little house tour where I've lived for the past 6 years.
But for the entirety of my entire being, what I most want to do is, it was unbelievably exciting at the beginning. Unbelievably exciting. I loved it. There were so many tournaments, there was so much hype. No one actually knew the exact level of everyone else. The game was evolving so quickly. It was really exciting. All the foreigners coming over. I mean, I had already lived in Korea a long time, so I took care of a lot of people when they came over. When Jeff came over, that was one of my favorite times. You know, he's been one of my best friends, or he was for many, many years. And like, he stayed at my house for a while and got to meet Tara, who was my girlfriend at the time, but now my wife, which was cool. And you know, we watched movies together, and I brought him to GSL and all that. That was such a fun time.
Hello, everybody. This is In Control with Mime Artosis. He is going to be playing today at 6 p.m., but until then, he's going to be covering better players. What are your thoughts going into this qualifier?
My thought is I'm really excited to be covering better players until I get to play, at which case I'll probably lose.
Restating the question, very safe answer, also boring. I want to know more about your thoughts.
Well, Zerg maps are actually the maps that are the most balanced. I think most people agree with that, like Metalopolis and stuff, because Zergs start out being the weak race, and a lot of the maps, like Steps of War, you know, they're too small for Zerg. So I think it's just 3 maps that overall people are like, yeah, these are pretty balanced. We should get some good players coming through. The more skilled players should win on these maps.
So for the people that missed that, Scrap Station, according to you, is one of the most balanced maps.
It's going to be a Terran map. It actually is. The reason why people think it's a Zerg map is because you can't rush Zerg, and people are used to rushing Zerg.
Yeah.
But the actual architecture of the map is Terran. Thank you.
New Artosis, old antics, still dumb.
Got to help out with a lot of people that came over. People that weren't necessarily like in Team Liquid or something, right? They kind of were in their own little box over there, doing their thing. But yeah, it was great having TLO and Huck and all them out here. It added a lot when you went to the qualifiers and everything.
Hello everyone, I'm Artosis, and this is the GSL. They make the foreigners play in special places because we don't have IDs. See a ton of computers. Look at that, it's Jinro and Simon and Nazgul. Nice stage area.
Oh, hi.
Hey, Jill, how's it going?
Just creeping up on me, that's rude.
Yes, thank you. I'm paparazzi for the nerds. So you're about to play?
Yeah, in 20 minutes.
20 minutes? Nice. You know anyone good in your bracket?
I haven't even seen my bracket. I suppose they're all fish.
How do you like Korea so far?
It's pretty good.
Huh?
Awesome food.
Yeah, isn't it? I love Korean food so much.
We're supposed to take your shot each other.
안녕하세요. She's filming me, filming her. Or am I filming her, filming me? It's a paradox.
Are you going?
Yeah, it's
All right, I'll see you later. Bye-bye. It's the hat, man. What, you know that book, Curious George?
So we have Idra and TLO here. You guys both qualified without losing a single game. Are you guys just that good?
We're almost as good as you.
I also qualified without losing a single game, didn't I?
Yeah.
The 3 of us are amazing.
Worst time for you in GSL, if you want to talk about it, sure. Okay, so there was a few times that were really rough for me in GSL. I played GSL Season 1, and I was in very good shape, but I was moving exactly between the qualifiers and my match. So I actually was staying at a friend's house. I actually stayed, yeah, if you guys remember Lil Susie, she was like on vacation or something. So me and my then girlfriend stayed there for like a week or something. Because it was like in between apartments that we were moving to. Like the new apartment wasn't ready, but we had to get out of the old one. So I actually didn't get to practice for that GSL match at all. And I played this fucking Protoss that was really weak, and he ended up beating me 2-1, and I just didn't play well. I just really didn't. There was like pressure on me. I had a sponsorship. I was on MYM at the time. which was pretty cool. Being in an actual pro team that was giving me a salary and giving me gear and flying me to tournaments when I needed. And when I lost that, it was really painful because he was truly he was not good. You can go back and watch, and I just really didn't play very well. I think it was a combination of choking and not having good practice. So yeah, that was kind of painful. I was really salty. You can see because I get back on the mic after I lose, and I'm pretty critical of everyone that's playing. Because I was one of the strongest players back at that point. I did very well. Only Idra and Fruit Dealer and Tester really were dominating me on the ladder. Everyone else I was doing really well against. Well, it couldn't practice from PC Bong. Well, it's a combination of the work, right? Because I'm casting every single day, and not having a PC at home. So it's if I had been in my home, I could have just practiced before or after work a little bit. But I'm basically casting every day. So to cast all day, or to be getting ready to go cast all day, but then to also unplug all my shit and go to a PC Bong, it wasn't really a realistic thing. So yeah, that was a little bit difficult. But yeah, that was a painful moment. And then season 2, I was still in really, really good shape, and I lost in the qualifier. I believe it was the finals of the qualifier, but it could have been round of 4. I can't remember. But I actually lost to Björn. He was going by the ID Bleach at the time, and he was a Protoss player. And I had him 100% dead. It was ZVP. So he was Protoss, and I was Zerg at this time. This was season 2. And I had 5 or 6 bases, and he had 2 bases and only Blink Stalkers, and I was I had so many mutas. I had so many lings. I was just waiting for him to come out, and I was going to kill him. It was the deadest ever. And the guy warped in fucking 8 Dark Templars and walked around. I didn't have any spores. It's just I didn't think of it. Overlords don't detect. And so he killed everything, and I lost. And so Björn made it into GSL and not me. And I was so fucking sad. I was so angry about that. Because really, I mean, if I had fucking 2 spores, I'm in GSL Season 2 and he's not. So I was upset about that, man. That was an upsetting GSL moment. And then there was, as far as GSL moments, as a player, those are the 2 upset moments for me. But as a caster, there were years in there where GSL almost got canceled, and my pay dropped so much that I lost money living in Korea. And those were not happy times either. There was some fucking serious sadness going on then. There was a very dark time in the middle of GSL where pay got cut in half, and it literally didn't make enough to pay rent and buy food. It was kind of insane. But we stuck it out through that, and everything recovered and got better, so that was good.
Hey guys, Artosis here. My apartment is completely cleaned out. I am leaving for the airport in just a few minutes, but here is a little house tour of where I've lived for the past 6 years. For the past 6 years, I've lived in, here's my front door. Let's back up a little bit, give you a wider view. I've lived in Boondong, which is in Seongnam-si. It is just south of Gangnam. It's kind of a suburb city. This was the bedroom of my wife and I, right inside the door. The whining you hear is Rusty over in his crate. He is ready to go to the airport and go on a plane ride. Bathroom, as you can see, these are all the entire bathroom is able to get wet. There's a drain kind of in the middle behind the sink there. There's my luggage ready to go. I have here, I'll show this room. This was my kids' room. We had the kids all in here with bunk beds. You can see kind of a beautiful view. I've lived on the 13th floor of a 40-floor building. That's another one right there. That's a kind of a common walking and play area on the 5th floor that you see there. Yeah, really beautiful view here. Over here was the second bathroom. And this was my main living room. You can see kind of the nice view Down there is the park I always went to with my kids. In here, this is where the washing machine was. No dryers, really, in Korea. That's what you saw, that rack in the other room. Here's what my kitchen was. You can see just like a little bit of bubble wrap and screwdrivers left over. I got to throw those out in a minute. That's where my refrigerator was. My little like coffee corner thing. The people who moved in actually asked to keep this set up because it was so good. Cheers to my wife for making that. They also asked to keep my desk. So, yeah. And this was my office, right? Like, there you go. Some closets and whatnot. And again, a great view out the window. Anyways, that is where I lived for the past 6 years. It's so empty now. It's really, really strange. But I hope you enjoyed a little house tour.
Like, I want there to be LAN tournaments. That is my realest passion out of everything that I do, out of literally everything. Like, take my kids and wife out of it. But for the entirety of my entire being, what I most want to do is play StarCraft offline against people. That's the greatest thing in the world. That's why I've followed this my entire life, right? I've been in StarCraft for 24 years because of offline tournaments, basically. Well, I guess at the very beginning there weren't offline tournaments, but when I found out about it, like 2 years later, that's it. That's what I want.